As a business owner, you're probably wondering, what are the most important reports that I need to be looking at on a regular basis? Well, I'm here to share with you that there are 3 most important, valuable reports that you can be considering in your business. Those are your profit and loss statement, your balance sheet, and your cash flow statement. You should always be paying attention to each of these every time you run a report. So let's start with the profit and loss. The profit and loss sheet is going to show you whether or not your revenue exceeded your expenses, and then show you a breakdown of where you spent those monies. It would be important for you to be able to track this so that you can determine if your expenses are growing month over month, and why are they growing in certain areas and maybe decreasing in other areas. This will help you to make better decisions about where to spend your money in your company. So the profit and loss is going to show you your run rate, and this is a very important thing for you to be looking at either on a weekly or monthly basis. So check out your profit and loss, don't leave it behind. Let's talk about your balance sheet and why this is important. Your balance sheet is going to show a comparison between your assets, which are things like building, equipment, products, showing that in comparison to any sort of liabilities that you have, things like debts that you owe. Overall, this balance sheet is going to project the health of your company. And let me tell you, bankers love a healthy balance sheet. And the third most important prong in the trident of a successful business is a cash flow statement. Cash flow statements can be very scary to put together because they're very detail-oriented. They show the projection of cash flow in a business week by week, accounting for every expense and every invoice expected to receive on the revenue. This is very important for a business to keep up with so that you can manage the cash flow week to week. Make sure that you can make payroll when it's due, make sure you can pay the bills that are needed to be paid, and you can project if there's going to be a drop in the near future, what are you going to do to account for that? A cash flow statement is a very important part of running a successful business. And this is not a time for you to be an absentee leader. Hopefully these tips will help you to understand your organization's numbers better tomorrow than you do today. One thing you can look out for in reviewing your reports are any outliers. What sticks out like a sore thumb? For example, when looking at your reports, if your expenses in a certain department shoot up 300%, this is a good time to evaluate why they're going so high. Do you have a canary in the coal mine?